Well, I just saw the staff out of half in Calvin. Sam is a straight A student, doesn't fail class. That's getting out of
Going this plastic thing, shooting in the door.
That shit pick out TV. That's fine.
Please don't be late. I don't want to take it.
Okay, I'll beat it. Jack!
I know you have an innate talent for rubbing people the wrong way, Jack, but why? Why, for the love of God, would you aggravate the vice president?
Because my 17-year-old kid knows more science than he does.
Perhaps, but your 17-year-old kid does not control our budget. It doesn't matter if he hates you.
My son doesn't hate.
You're missing the point. What I'm trying to tell you is that Graham pulls our budget. Wait, will you?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Falcons at 6-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 3. Going play action. Ritter. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Cousins now. Addison holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down and will.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Cousins on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 1/3 of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. Touchdown, Vikings! Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 32 on the play. Ritter completes this quickly. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Patterson, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
True able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. They'll set up the screen for Nwagu. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Straight ahead, here's Nwagu. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Another run now for Nwagu. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I've seen from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Cousins again. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Naylor from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up.
Here's Ritter. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ritter now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, Carter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That is caught, and they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down, Vikings.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Nwogu. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. Going to throw right side here, complete. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A first down throw for Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins now. And this one too low.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Patterson running between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 6 now. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Third and short, Ritter. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Ritter on the fourth down try. Touchdown Falcons! Drake London, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Coon, up and good. And a back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. For the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Handoff right side to Longu. Down inside the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Play fake. Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Handoff here to Longu. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Ritter to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd down, goal to go. One more time with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Trying to run it with Patterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Cousins. That is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Minnesota.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Cousins. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Ritter. Throw left side, there's London. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are going to win the game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Atlanta, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.